Hey Michael, I don't have that much time. The video is already 6.5 minutes. I'm sure it's going to go into 7. So I'll just be quick here. My genre, urban fantasy. Character, Angelica. A charming rogue who can't leave well enough alone. Item, a pipette. Plot thread, town hall is blown up. Place, fast food kitchen. No one wants to be there, but they have nowhere else to go. Really, I ended up using 5 of these, and I'm only supposed to use 3. 3. So hopefully that makes up for my time being so timey. You are 1.5 minutes over, so let's strike a deal! Alright, Michael, without further ado, cue a drum! Thunder roars. Overhead lights flicker. The phone in the modest pizzeria kitchen finally and surprisingly quiets down as the closing drivers take off their soaked raincoats and enter at last. Mickey, about 6'2", 280 pounds, puts his cigarette out on his raincoat and peers toward the dishwasher. The silence purges his heart, for his comrades stare blankly towards the lobby as if unable to do anything else. After briefly bouncing between their expressionless yet shadowed eyes and the work for the night ahead of him, he regrettably walks toward the countertop and shovels away the greasy napkins and the paper straw wraps. They're not blinking, he thinks aloud. Not a sound. Not a word. Catherine and Sal, the charming drug-dealing power couple, and Bert, the short but dark and handsome. They're just standing there, looking towards the television. Not even bothering to chew, Catherine's gum falls from her mouth to Sal's shirt. It seems they're just stuck in that entangled position. Well, more than before. Mickey doesn't like this. He doesn't like it at all. But, he figures, if he's going to be there all night, he's at least going to give himself the privilege of drinking an ice-cold, well, soggy Hot Pocket tempered soda pop. He pops open the cooler, picks one out, and quickly finishes it off. Although he's anything but dry, he's a thirsty man, hard-working. He needs another. He grabs one and starts the process again when sirens begin to whiz by. He starts to pop the cap off the soda, but is interrupted by a police cab slamming into the wall facing the street. Mickey's soda breaks from his fingers and splatters on his shoe. After sending a violent crack through the window, the cop backs out and continues on his way without question. Not a second thought. What is going on? Mickey asks. Bert, for the first time, looks toward him and mutters just a few fate-fearing words. Town hall's been attacked, he says. It's destroyed. By who? Asks Mickey, looking down at the spongy Italian loafers. We don't know, says Bert. It could be the Russians. Could be alien. Mickey gasps. This is too much to take in, he says. I need some shelter. He pops open the icebox once more, but before he can make his choice, the light bulbs combust and the shop is closed down. The television loses power, and Sal slowly begins to regain his consciousness. After releasing himself from his dearly beloved, he flips over the bar and hurtles toward the door. He reaches the knob, but can't turn it. The metallic handle begins to glow a bright, fiery red and slams open, sending Sal rocketing back. Sal! Says Catherine. Gently pulling herself below the bar, she trifles with her purse. Beyond the door, Bert, Mickey, and Sal see and begin to fear the haunting red eyes approaching them. As the beast slowly moves in, Sal breathes deeply and his memories fill. The creature grabs the door and pulls it from its sockets like strawberries from a cake. Sal knows what this thing is. That's no alien, he says. That's a cyber-terrorist. Mickey gasps, and Catherine jumps to the occasion with her Model S&W SD9 VE 9mm low-capacity handgun that she carries for just this type of situation. With a loud bang, the monstrosity is down, but not out. Wrong address, says Bert. Looks like we need to call you back. It screeches and scurries to the hallway and back around towards the kitchen. Mickey backs into the maintenance closet while Bert searches the kitchen for anything he can find, and the feed rushes in. The varnish trips Bert with his metallic spiked tail. Bert smashes his lip on the dishwasher and falls to the floor, spotting something in the corner of his eye. A box of equipment. Oh, says Bert. I guess at Pizza Corp, you do find treasures every day. He grabs his leg and pulls him back, but Bert grabs the water pipe and holds steady as he reaches towards the package with the other arm and struggles to open it. The savage is having none of it. He lets out a large hiss and again begins to pull on Bert, who nearly loses his grip but finds a way to pop open the equipment box with his thumbnail. Meddling with the package, he tears out a handy chlorine pipette and gets it ready. The beast, meanwhile, with his loudest screech yet, starts to pull Bert's leg one more time, and Bert gladly lets go of the water pipe. The apartment number is 666, says Bert. I'm sending you on a delivery. To hell. Bert leaps up and drops the chlorine into the beast's vermilion eyes. It screams, twitches, and claws at them long enough for Bert to get cover and search for more appetizers. Catherine continues firing as the beast chases Bert around the corner. Mickey, meanwhile, positions his hand on a rusty, greasy handle. He lifts it and examines it closely. That's strange, he says. Why is there a pot in here? As Bert races back to the corner of the kitchen, he grabs a bowl and stops at the fryer, which, to his luck, was still on and burning a few chicken tenders. Plopping it in the fryer, he quickly gets the bowl ready. With a sharp squawk, the beast leans his head around the corner like a rooster. An order of Cape Papas, please, says Bert. Extra crispy. He splatters the boiling grease on the vermin, accompanied by a few boneless wings. But the brute bites back with his tail, stabbing Bert in the chest. Bert, unable to react to what happened, drops to the floor. Bert! Says Catherine, Sal, and Mickey. The beast isn't so touched. One step at a time, it continues to pace closer to Catherine. His metallic, triangular trotters bang and bot until their eyes meet. There they are, standing there, face to face. I'm out of ammo, she says. But something miraculous begins to happen. Something no one expected or can explain. Bert's hand grabs the bloodstain on his shirt and begins to stand. Hey, you, says Bert and walks behind Catherine. You're alive, she says. Bert points to his crimson stain, which seems to have formed into the shape of a Pizza Corp logo. I've got the core of the Corp, he says. The heart of the hut, says Catherine. Mickey thinks for a second and opens the door. He paces slowly so that the beast won't hear him. Bert shoves his pointer finger into the monster's chest and pushes him back a few inches. Hey, he says. Maybe you should pick on someone your own size. The beast feels a tap on his shoulder. Like him, says Bert. As the monster turns back towards Mickey, he lifts the skillet and thinks of something creative to say to match Bert, but comes up with nothing. Large pen, says Mickey, and with a smack sends the repulsive metallic beast to the floor. Bert stomps his foot on the beast's neck and pulls his remains to his shoulders. Meat lover, he says. Catherine leaps over the countertop to nurture Sal, while Bert and Mickey take out the trash. At the entrance, Mickey grabs the door, while Bert holds the critter up by his head and says a few last things. Will this be delivery, he asks, or carry out? He throws the beast to the curb, and Mickey shoves the door in its place. The crew is safe. For now. That's one heck of a career advancement, says Mickey, and the crew peered toward him in question and started to chuckle. Bah-ha-ha-ha-ha, said Bert. Said Catherine. And they all lived happily, if regrettably, ever after. Alright, Michael, I hope you enjoyed that. Here is your new pitch. Theme, love is all you need. Main character, Jim Grimm. A pirate who clearly has no interest in booty. Genre, drama. Plot shred. A main character is feeling ill and needs to go to the hospital. Place, the basement. Alone. Alright, Michael, I'll see you later.